So in the following examples, we are asked to find the nth term of a geometric sequence. We're given two examples. The first one, which we'll call number 2 here, it says that the initial term a1 is 2. It says the common ratio r is 6. And then they ask us to find the third element of the sequence. So that's not terribly difficult. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to find what A3 is. Okay, and so to find A3, we just take A1 and we're going to multiply it by the common ratio R, and then we're going to go 3 minus 1. So that's not terribly difficult, actually. It's a simple calculation. We're going to get 2 times, and then the common ratio is 6. I'm going to put that in parentheses. And then 3 minus 1 is 2, so 6 squared. And then it's just a little bit of order of operations. 6 squared is 36, so 2 times 36. And then 2 times 36 is 72. So A3, the third element in this sequence, happens to be 72. Okay? Now, the next example, number 3, it starts off with 1/2, 1/6, 1/18, okay? And then they want the sixth element of the sequence. So what we're missing here is the value r, but that's not terribly difficult because we just have to figure out, well, what would I have to multiply 1/2 by to get 1/6? Well, in this case, 1/3. And what would I have to multiply 1/6 by to get 1/18? Well, in this case, again, 1/3. So we actually find here that our common ratio r is just 1/3. Okay, and it's not that bad after that. Okay, so to find A6, we just need A1. We multiply it by the common ratio r to the n minus 1, which is 6 minus 1. So let's plug in what we know. A1 happens to be, and I didn't write that down, but I'll write it again. A1 is 1/2 times the common ratio, in this case 1/3, and to the 5th power. So I'm going to stop here for a second and I'm going to switch over to a calculator so we can work this one out on the calculator for you. Okay, so I've keyed this one in on the calculator and all I have left to do is hit enter here. So it's not terribly difficult, and we're going to hit enter and we get 1/486. So this right here is our value for A6. It's I can't write the 6, but anyway, A6 is 1/486, and it's not terribly difficult of a problem. I mean, you can work these out on the calculator, and it's really not a big deal. Okay, so just keep in mind the formula once again that we discussed for geometric sequences. All right, so if this video was helpful, as always, like and subscribe.